Welcome back, everyone, to a rather cold Saturday morning here at the Big Top. Yes, I said cold. It was in the high 30s in our area, and for Floridians, that is very cold. It's actually pretty mild in the building. As you can tell, yes, I've got a cold again. I've got something in my chest, so hopefully it won't turn into anything worse. But guys, a friend of ours from GameStop, he works there, came in with his girlfriend and brought us a ton of NES games. Let me show you the stuff that we got. Alright guys, there are 29 NES games, nothing really, super spectacular, but decent, middle of the road commons. Really happy to get this kind of stuff in. You just don't get it very often. It's also very nice because we got 2 copies of my Super Mario Duck Hunt. Those always go out the door really quick. They've actually went up to about $8 now. Also, the best game we probably got was a copy of Super Tecmo Bowl. We have got people probably standing in line for that game, so my wife's about to start calling people to see if anyone is interested in it. We also got another quick shot joystick for the NES and a Game Genie. Also, there's 3 of those NES games I've decided to keep for myself. Nothing really spectacular, but it's always nice to get some common games to bolster your collection. We've got Hogan's Alley. Cannot believe I didn't have that one in my collection. We have got a copy of Monopoly and a copy of Championship Bowling. Well, guys, it's 11 o'clock. We're setting at 124. The reason we are setting at 124 is we have a book that's called Wanted. Anytime anybody comes in here and is looking for something and they want to give us their name and their number, we put what games they want. And so far, it has worked out really well again for us. We had a gentleman we're looking for Contra and Tecmo Super Bowl. Well, we got Tecmo Super Bowl in that lot this morning, and we got Contra on Thursday or Friday night when we went and picked some stuff up. So he came in and picked that stuff up, which again was really nice. Nice tip for you guys: if you do set up at a flea market that's kind of indoors, where you lock stuff up, it's definitely worth having a book like that. We have pretty much anything we've written in the book, and we've called people. They've either said, no, they don't want it, or they've come in. We've had a lot more people actually come into the store to pick that stuff up. A few things that we've sold. We sold a Saturn and a Dreamcast cable. Got those about 3 weeks ago, and hadn't had any bites on them. And this morning, we've actually sold one of each. We also sold a GameCube controller, and we sold Resident Evil 5 for the PS3. So guys, once things start picking up again, I'll let you know. Alright guys, it's 1:30. We're sitting at 2:31 right now. It has definitely been slower today, but that's expected being the last week of the month. Normally it picks up on the first and second week. Some of the stuff we've sold in the last few hours. We sold Resident Evil for the GameCube. We sold F-Zero for the Super Nintendo. Need for Speed, Most Wanted Limited Edition for the 360. We sold a couple of Wii games, some N64 and NES games. Speaking of the people who bought that, it was a couple. They run a YouTube channel and a blog and Twitch channel. Their information will be down below. It was really cool seeing them. They come in last weekend, and it says they're going to keep coming back, which was awesome. And we also sold Fear Effect for the PlayStation. So guys, once things start selling, I will let you know. Alright guys, well, it's coming up on 4:30. We're getting the heck out of here. We ended up at $379. Definitely not what we did last weekend. Still not too bad. Unfortunately, we had a couple big sales that did not go through. Somebody was supposed to show up and they didn't. But thank goodness we have another gentleman who wants both those games. It's probably coming close to $200 in games. Maybe they'll come tomorrow. We're going to give them a call if the gentleman doesn't show up first thing in the morning. And hopefully we'll sell those tomorrow. Some of the stuff we sold 3 Skylanders figures. We sold Tropico for the PC. We sold a brand new Zapper gun for the NES. We sold 3 Wii games. A wired PS2 controller brand new. We sold Poke Park for the Wii. We sold 3 PS2 games with a multi-tap, and then we sold 4 PS2 games. So guys, stay tuned for Sunday. Welcome back everyone to another rather cool Sunday morning here at the Big Top. We got here about 8:30 to set some stuff up. I got some new stuff in. I got some Famicom games in. So guys, let me show you where I finally decided to put them. Alright guys, here they are. As you can see, I got a lot of Dragon Ball Z and Gundam games. A few of them are translatable. We got Final Fantasy 2 and 3. And a few RPGs in the back here that were translatable. And our cheapy bin of $3.99 Famicom games. Well guys, it is 10 o'clock. We are setting at 1:59. The reason we are setting at such a high number, I had a copy of Super Mario RPG Complete in Box. One of the collectors, Carlos out here, wanted it. We held it for a couple of weeks. Finally asked him just today if he needed it or wanted it. He said he'd have to pass. He just didn't have the money to get it. Luckily, we had somebody waiting in a line for us for the game, so I called him up. Within an hour, he came out and picked it up from us for like 1:30. I know it goes for a little more than that, but these are guys that I deal with all the time. The guy that got the game was a collector, so I try to give him a good deal to make sure he keeps coming back. So guys, once things start selling again, I will let you know. All right, guys, well, it's 3 o'clock. We're sitting at 6:03. If you can't tell, I am losing my voice. Sorry for the lack of updates. It has just been slammed out here. We've sold, as you can see, a pretty decent amount of stuff. I'm not really going to go over the amount of stuff. The big thing for us, we have taken in a ton of stuff. There's a gentleman who other sells video games here, a big spot like us. He was closed today, so as you can imagine, we've had just a flood of people selling stuff. Some amazing stuff from Pokemon Y and X to Smash Brothers for the 3DS, 2 3DSs, an Xbox 360, a Wii, I think a Game Boy Color, and just probably 100 or 200 games of all different types. I mean, Twilight Princess for the Wii, just great stuff. So now I'm going to show you some of the stuff that we just recently picked up. All right, guys, it's well after 4 o'clock. We're getting out of here. We ended up at 670, not a bad day. So, guys, stay tuned for the wrapped up. If my voice does come back, I'll explain some of the stuff that we sold today. Thanks again. All right, guys, here's the wrap-up portion. Sorry it took so long. My voice is just starting to come back now, thank goodness. A couple things I want to go over. First, we had a crazy weekend, especially Sunday, and it's kind of crazy and shows you when your main competitor's not there, how much stuff you get, you can take in, basically. I mean, we got a couple amazing 3DS systems, a 360, and a Wii from the same person, and just some amazing games. I mean, they had Pokemon X and Y, another copy of Pokemon Diamond, a copy of Pokemon Pearl. The kid that comes in and has bought some stuff and traded some stuff to us, he had 2 different Pokemon games, like a complete box Pokemon Diamond and Mystery Dungeon Pokemon game. Again, really good for us. We had a pretty decent weekend, as a matter of fact, because on Saturday we did $379. On Sunday we did $670 for a grand total of $1049, so almost $1050. Again, really good weekend for us. I did keep one thing for myself. Nothing spectacular, but I saw it, thought it was kind of cool, and wanted to add it to my collection. It was a Skylanders. It was one of the glow-in-the-dark Skylanders. Really not worth anything, but I just thought it looked really cool. Very interesting to try him out in one of the games just to see what he actually looks like in the game. So guys, again, thanks for watching.